boss. Your federal return is always free, and your state
So
return is
this is a reaction. This is Little C's, by the way. Like and subscribe. This is a reaction of 31-year-old woman gets impregnated by a 13-year-old boy. She faces 0 jail time and kept that baby. I mean, shit. Come on, man. We all know the truth, bro. Men are the real animals, man. Honestly, it's bad, but that's every boy's dream, man. I'm telling you, every boy's dream.
Big topic.
Crash an investigation. A 31-year-old woman who admits to having sex with a 13-year-old boy and then becoming pregnant with his child won't face any jail time under a plea deal with prosecutors.
I mean, she had that good hair.
Adam Serrano gave birth to a baby boy. She admitted to having sex with that 13-year-old. The victim's mother, who we're not going to identify in this story, tells us she is not happy with this deal offered to a woman she says ruined her son's life.
Okay.
What's the deal?
No jail time.
And you do what?
Well, they're probably going to do probation. They're probably going to do some supervised. You're on offenders list. I didn't know you could be on an offenders list and have a child.
First thing first.
Am I the only one that thinks that's kind of weird?
Hold up. You're right, huh? Man, this shit is back. The law is just backwards as fuck.
Imagine being put on an offenders list and also being allowed to keep your kid. Is that a thing?
I mean, if the offender is a woman.
I may be unaware. I actually don't know how this shit works.
That's crazy.
Because there's plenty of offenders, I'm pretty sure, who do get to keep their kids.
Yeah.
Okay,
so yeah. First thing first, you have to understand one thing that pops up in their mind. It was sexual, even though if there was intercourse and it was a kid. Because in the law, for certain people, for certain states, for certain places, it's only men that can rape. It's only men that can, you know. And since it was consensual or whatever.
Wait, you just said all that, but I actually don't even know. Is that true?
If I was 13, man, I'll be all on that. Oh.
Are you sure?
In some way, well, because of the way the law is made, because it's written that it's a penis,
right? But that's not like that in America.
It depends of the places.
I think it's like penetration is what they define as,
but penetration by what? Because if it's not the member of, so if it's fingers, it's not going to be considered grape. Because if it's fingers, it's not grape. In some places it has to be penis.
Okay,
you know what I mean,
I'll take your word for it.
But or you could check.
No, I'll take your word for it. It's fine. Keep going.
Depending on where you are, so it could change. So there's that. So it was assault.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was a man doing that, it would have been a whole lot of charges.
Oh,
so and then after that,
you already know. Everyone already know. He'd be dead already.
No jail time is a mess, bro.
Yeah.
There's a difference, man. I'm telling you, it's different. It's different. I'm telling you, it's just different. You know what I'm talking about.
Like I can't.
I mean, you have to imagine this 13-year-olds at school eating PB and jelly at lunch. Tim, how's your son? That's wild.
So bad.
You don't even
as a 13-year-old, like that's crazy to be a dad.
Yeah,
that's
13.
insane.
You don't even eat your own. You don't even do your own lunches, but you're gonna eat your teacher's lunch. That's crazy.
You know what else?
13.
If she gets to keep the kid, think about this. Think about this. Think about that. That being said, the grandma wants to see her grandchild. She got to visit her child's rapist back in Barbados eating coconuts by the water.
I was picking coconuts in Barbados.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know that girl didn't rape.
You're foul.
So, that being said, coconuts by the. That being said, this is actually a serious topic, but I just can't.
But it's
no. Think about it though. You want to see your grandchild, you got to go see your child's rapist.
Yeah.
Your child want to see their kid, they got to work out an agreement. Which is, well, it's going to be what's on the grandma because she's going to be the one who's going to have to do a lot of this middlemaning. But that is insane. She has fucked up this kid's life in so many ways.
That is crazy.
Forget childhood. It's like he's a kid having to raise a kid. But he's not even ready to raise a kid. Like, He's never going to go through that 18 to 24-year-old phase where he's figuring life out. He got to be a parent right away. It's already one crazy thing to do that, to not even wear protection, to not even do that, like to fuck up his life that way, and for her to get 0 jail time.
My girl, you are sick and demented, my girl. There's issues there. There's issues.
She fucked up his life. She fucked his life up. And whoever the prosecutor is, like, this is a smoking gun. She's too old. You got the sperm. This is why I suspect. I think the reason why they did the plea deal.
Why did she?
This is my suspicion.
Why did you keep it?
It's because who's gonna take care of the kid?
Yeah. I can't go to jail. I can't birth the kid in jail. And I can't take care. Like, I gotta take care of the kid.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, there's some places for females they live with their kid for the first in infancy or something like that. They're allowed to do that. Live with their kid in jail or something. So, but
because if this was a woman, I don't think they would. If this is a man who had done this, I don't think they would have shown him anything.
No, of course not.
So I think it's because of that.
She is not happy with this deal offered to a woman she says ruined her son's life.
I feel like my son's robbed of his childhood. Now he's having to be a father. He's a victim, and he's going to have to live with that for the rest of his life.
This mother says watching her son struggle with the reality he now faces breaks her heart.
What has this been like for your son?
It's caused him a lot of depression. He's shut down a lot.
Now she questions why this woman won't face prison time.
I feel like if she was a man and he was a little girl, it would definitely be different. They would be seeking incarceration. And yes. I feel like because she's a woman, they're not. They're having compassion for her because she was pregnant. But I don't think they take into play, again, she was pregnant by a child. You know, that child was created from a sexual abuse.
Under terms of the plea deal the suspect signed off on, she'll be required to register as a sex offender, and the judge could sentence her to 10 years to life of sex offender intensive supervised probation. But Serrano will avoid any jail time since the DA's office dropped the original charges to a lesser charge that does not come with mandatory jail time.
What should other parents be looking for?
Don't trust anybody, honestly. I mean, you can't trust anybody now.
Don't spend another dime.
That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe. Lil C's, I'm outie.